Antarctica, a frozen, foreboding, mysterious place with many secrets still hidden beneath its ice. Rarely visited and off-limits to the public, this enormous landmass has predictably attracted many conspiracy theories looking for outlandish legends and peculiar icy outcrops in a quest to unravel its history. Interest regarding what could be hidden within or possibly beyond were ignited by an individual of incredibly high standing, with Admiral Richard E. Byrd claiming that vast resources and land without ice as far as the eye could see was somehow hidden beyond this huge barrier.
But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
That's a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
However, ever since these claims were made on public broadcast, any other mention of this mysterious unknown land have ever officially been made. If anything, his claims have been rebuked on a number of occasions. Yet, I digress. We have collaborated and corroborated countless ancient ruins which not only fit the same signature of builders, but share the same technological advancements, not only suggesting, but we feel due to the massive amount of evidence collected, all but proving a once highly capable world-going civilization once flourished on Earth before ours, very possibly at a time when Antarctica itself was free of ice. Thus, it is not beyond the realms of possibility that ancient ruins could indeed be hiding beneath the ice. Pyramids could indeed be protruding above it, and a cover-up could indeed be ensuing. Although most of the images and footage which claim to display said ruins have all but been proven fake, there are that rare few items, such as the Piri Reis map, or indeed the many other proofs we have shared of a possible pre-Ice Age advanced civilization here on Earth. The existence then of a frozen city is entirely possible. Ground-penetrating radar has often been used within Antarctica, yet without actually being able to excavate anything below the ice sheet. Any strange anomalies are simply dismissed as curious-looking natural formations, without the entertainment of the idea of their possible existence within the academic world. The only choice funded individuals have when presented with such evidence, no matter how overwhelming, it must be dismissed as natural. It simply cannot be labeled as anything else. What is hidden beneath the ice in Antarctica? We find the possibilities highly compelling. We recently discussed a curious find discovered within the tundras of Antarctica, an enigmatic anomaly seemingly sliding to a halt on the ice caps of the South Pole. We noticed the inaccessibility of the landmass, now permanently encased in over 2 miles of ice, capable of challenging the most experienced adventurer. It is a place little explored, yet regardless of this inhospitality, if it could be proven to possess any trace or series of ancient ruins, then it would prove beyond doubt that our continued posit that there exists a paradigm within historic academia, and that there is indeed a huge chapter of our history now lost, the knowledge of our origins, and these said paradigms would be proven as incorrect. For if there exists a now lost ancient civilization frozen and preserved beneath these ice caps, not only would their age be enormous, but their ruins a true testament to their capabilities. There are many ancient ruins here on our Earth, which we believe are undoubtedly older than we are now told. The Great Pyramids, the gigantic megaliths found at Baalbek in Jordan, Yangshan Quarry in China, all these ruins, and many more, could be far older than we are currently being taught, and their erosion-resistant characteristics will indeed ensure their existence far into the future. Many internet sleuths trawl pictures of not only Antarctica, but the reels of photos sent back by the Mars rovers, searching for ancient signs of life. And although many of the claimed ruins in Antarctica remain sketchy and little photographed, the next item of interest we find incredibly curious and one of the driving reasons for this is due to these possible ruin similarities to one of the most impenetrable of them all, the fortress of Sacsayhuaman. However, what makes this image of a possible outer wall truly special is its possible scale. If indeed factually true, and this is indeed the remnants of an ancient fortress outer barrier, it would be over 2 miles in length. With the continent of Antarctica being a frozen tundra for over 20 million years, if these claimed ruins turned out to indeed be of artificial origins, it would undoubtedly force the age of man back by many millions of years. We hope more is done to explore the true nature of this curious feature. Even if it is nothing but a landmass, it is unquestionably highly compelling. If indeed there once was, as we often postulate, an incredibly capable ancient civilization, which after their mysterious demise over the following eons has become lost upon our planet, dependent upon the time in which this occurred and the more which passes, one would expect to find less and less evidence to support their once existence. If this people created monumental structures, somehow effortlessly carved or built from the bedrocks and cliff faces of Earth, then these remnants would logically outlast any of the biodegradable objects left by this mysterious people, which would have long ago been consumed by entropy. These stones would be their final remaining mark upon our planet, cast in stone for many more years. These structures, we are convinced, exist all over the Earth, most attributed to civilizations within known history, who were often simply incapable of completing these tasks. And the castles of Eagle is no exception. According to academia, the Eagle Stone castles were built by Assyrians in 5000 BC. During its life, the castle would have been an extremely formidable fortress. It was surrounded by walls which have partially survived. Interestingly, excavations made in 1946 suggested that the castle might actually date back far before 5000 BC, with dates of 20,000 BC or more showing up on several occasions. A lot of local carved caves, which were once inhabited around the castle, nearly all date to this period. Could this dating be a more realistic proposition? Could Eagle Castle, an entire structure once masterfully hewn from a solid chunk of bedrock, actually be a pre-diluvium ruin? Like many of the other formidable, and for their functioning lives virtually impenetrable fortresses, Eagle has been the cradle of many civilizations. Assyrians, Utarians, Byzantine Empire, Roman Empire, and even the Ottoman Empire all exploited this once grand ancient fortress. Who built Eagle Castle? When did they build it? How did they build it? How did a civilization within our distant past manage to create such astonishing structures, either with enormous stones or out of them? They seemingly mastered the art of stone masonry at a very early time in our history, and thanks to this, their legacy lives on to this day. If we could prove beyond doubt that our continued posit of an ancient, once highly advanced yet pre-Ice Age civilization once existing here on our planet, we would literally have to rewrite our understandings of antiquity. We have covered numerous sites, found submerged all around the world. Yet, unfortunately, due to their proximity to islands and the continental regions they are found amongst. Many are dismissed as merely being 5 to 10,000-year-old ruins, fitting with modern paradigm and, alas, avoiding controversy or the questions which inevitably follow. Yet our next site of interest may turn out to not only be that most important of submerged ruins ever found on Earth, but the smoking gun previously mentioned. On the 19th of May 2001, India's Union Minister for the Science and Technology Division, Murli Manohar Joshi, announced that the ruins of an ancient civilization had been discovered off the coast of Gujarat in the Gulf of Kambahad. The site was discovered by INOT, National Institute for Ocean Technology. Using sonar, the discovered ruin is now being strongly argued as definitively pre-Ice Age, yet also advanced in nature. NIOT went on to describe an area of regularly spaced artificial structures. Located 20 kilometers from the Gujarat coast and spans 9 kilometers, Joshi claims the site as an urban settlement that predates the Indus Valley civilization. Further descriptions of the site by Joshi describe it as containing regularly spaced dwellings, a granary, a bath, a citadel, and a drainage system. According to Wiki, quote, "The structures and artifacts discovered by NIOT are the subject of contention. The major disputes surrounding the Gulf of Kambahad cultural complex are claims about the existence of submerged city-like structures, the difficulty associating dated artifacts with the site itself, and disputes about whether stone artifacts recovered at the site are actually geofacts or artifacts. One major complaint is that artifacts at the site were recovered by dredging, instead of being recovered during a controlled archaeological excavation." End quote. Simply put, due to the fact that it has not been excavated properly, and we predict probably never will, academia are dismissing this ancient city as simply unconfirmed. We feel a quite ridiculous position to take despite NIOT's supporting data of its existence due to its accidental discovery, presumably via dredging. We find the marine archaeology in the Gulf of Kambahad highly compelling. Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome back. There is an old adage which states, "A history unknown has a habit of repeating itself." As such, we will continue to provide reruns of hand-picked content repeating on MH2. A link can be found in the description. For instead of avoiding an inevitability, we continue to add reinforcement to the arguments in regards to whether man experienced this, and if so, how advanced were they, and most importantly, who? Passionately believing with a continual mounting mountain of supporting anomalies and direct contradictions to mainstream paradigm. A historical correction, for to possibly avoid such an event again, we all must work unrelentingly to unravel the existence of these past mysteries of history, to know where we came from. The beliefs, technologies, age, and chronology of at least 4 lost civilizations we feel have been identified, yet alas, regardless of whether there were 4, more, or just one now lost civilization, the mystery remains regarding the sudden causes of their eventual demise. To expand our knowledge of not only world history, but to answer the question of the ages, where did we come from? Our work, our mission, our endeavor here on Mystery History is to expose smoking guns of conspiracy, the artifacts, ruins, megaliths, and other ancient high technologies which were all conveniently ignored by those who tow, or rather make a living from the funding of mainstream historical paradigms. The undeniable evidence of a once highly capable group or groups accomplished incredible feats of ancient architectural, engineering, advanced metallurgy, and so on. Baffling, often far too advanced, and as such, out-of-place artifacts, and the, as we perceive, overwhelming evidence for once existing yet now lost civilizations. Furthermore, the exposure of the additionally yet equally abundant evidence for these multiple groups having experienced some abrupt, sudden extinction, vanishing amidst their workings, seemingly in an instant, yet were, we feel, displayed incredible capability and were, at the time of these vanishing acts, in a position of apparent flourishment. Polygonal joinery, gigantic megalithic building blocks, singing 1,000-plus ton statues, specifically of Memnon, the pregnant woman of Lebanon. Also, north of the 1,000 tons mark, the east wing megaliths of Cheops. And Yangshan Quarry was also seemingly abandoned in an instant, had a stone that was busily being liberated from Earth's bedrock, is estimated to weigh over 16,000 tons. We suspect these huge stones and subsequent efforts in movement and placement were all deliberately motivated to not only show prowess and power, but also to leave a lasting reminder upon our planet, one to indicate their past existence. Footprints on coal, iron, and zinc pots found in or blown from multi-million-year-old strata, many found yet subsequently, quote, lost over the years, are all indications to support our posit here upon our channel. Many questions remain unanswered. It is a journey of discovery which we find highly compelling.